Hello again, it's April here, also known as monkeymintaka online. I thought I'd introduce myself because I never do that. My name's April, I live in England, and during my free time I like to draw and paint and make a mess. I'm trying to get my Etsy shop up and running in the next month or so, so that's what these vlogs have been about, and also some other random stuff. But if you're new, hi, and if you're returning, also hi. So I got back from work early today because I went in early, so I've got about an hour and a half-ish before I'm gonna make dinner. So I thought I would get in the office and do some cricket stickers. Some, not stickers of crickets, but some stickers with the cricket. So I've got a couple of different sticker things I want to try out. So I'm gonna do that now and we'll see how we get on. So I've got these little bird stickers that you might remember from last week's vlog, and I am actually painted these, well, drew these in my sketchbook with these Ecoline brush pens, which is why they look a little bit watercolory, because they're watercolor brush pens. But I really like these, but all week I've been thinking about them, and I think maybe these guys were a little too small, so I basically have just printed them out again a little bit bigger. So the camera isn't really showing the, like, how big they are. If I put this washi tape here, maybe we can see. So that's like, you can kind of see the difference. That's not really working. So my question is, what do you guys think? Do you think a little bit bigger so you can kind of put them on sketchbooks and stuff, or a little bit smaller so you can put them in art journals and bullet journals and planners and things like that? Or maybe even I just do a sticker sheet. So I can do like sticker sheet with the little guys, and then I can do a set of die cut ones for the bigger guys. I'm not sure because I like both of them. So let me know your thoughts, because at the end of the day, it's people that aren't me that are going to be hopefully buying stuff. So I need to ask people that aren't me for their opinions. So yeah, I'm going to make dinner now. I'm very excited because I'm quite hungry. It's about 8:30 now. I was going to show you what I had for dinner, but I forgot. It was really yummy. You just have to take my word for it. So I was ready to get into bed at like 7:45. I'm really tired. I don't even know why. I'm just like exhausted. But there's something I want to do before I go to bed, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I was going to show you. So you guys know that I'm trying to get my zine done from Inktober last year. It's of Belle and Bear and their adventure, and instead of just putting it into like a normal zine, like picture words, I want to make it more kind of more like illustrative and more kind of like a kid's book, like a kid's zine kind of thing. So something went around work the other day, and I try to ignore the emails at work as much as I can because they're annoying, especially the ones that have all the memes and people reply, and there's like 50 replies in the big chain. No one cares where you want to go for lunch. So something came around the other day and it was actually interesting. It was how to make your own handwriting font, and I know that there's probably heaps of different ways to do it out there, like more professional ways than this, but I thought this might be a little fun thing to try and show you guys if you want to do it yourself. So that's what I'm gonna do now. See if it works. So I'm gonna film this on my iPad so you can see a little bit clearly. Okay, so it's called Calligrapher, and you get one free font for each email account, and if you want more you can pay. Alright, so steps. So basically what you do is you download the template and you write onto the template your handwriting or whatever writing you want. You take a picture of it or a scan, then you kind of upload it to this website, and it makes a font that you can install on your computer and use, which I thought was pretty cool. So instead of printing it out, I'm going to do mine in Procreate. Cool, and then it should be in the gallery. Yep, there it is. So it looks like it's coming perfectly. I'm going to make a new layer and just use black. Alright, I'm going to use the studio pen. That's quite a nice one. So on here you can see there's 4 lines. So you have to have all the lines, but I'm not sure where you're meant to write them. This is how I'm meant to draw them on. So for the big ones, you basically draw everything on this line here, and then for the little ones it's still on this line. So we can do that. Right, I'm probably just going to speed this up, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, so you see I did erase a couple and do them again, but mainly I just drew how I draw. I wrote how I write. And now I'm gonna scan it in. So basically what the program will do is it will just write it out as print, which is fine. If you pay for the Pro, you get like, they're called ligatures, and it's basically where it joins, like kind of like joined up handwriting, like script. Yeah, so here, so if you pay for it, you get randomization, so the letters will vary. You get ligatures, which is where the characters join up, and obviously you get more fonts. But we're just going to do it for free to see if it works, and if it does, we'll use it for the zine, which will be pretty cool. So I'm going to go back into Procreate, and I'm going to save this. Cool. I'm going to pop onto the computer, and I will check back with you in a sec. So I just installed the font on the computer. It was super easy, as you saw. And now I've got like a little font. The only problem is some of the characters are kind of left out, and also when it's all in a row like that and the characters are repeated, with the free font it's a little bit weird, because you can kind of tell like everything's repeated. So I think what I'm going to do is go old school and actually handwrite all of my words in my zine myself. So I'm just going to show you this quickly. I'm going to zoom in. So I just tore this out from my book at work. But basically, I've done like a little plan of my zine, because I had all my images in today. And so if you haven't seen this before, this is my zine I made last year for October 2018. And this one is very like this one's very picture text, picture text, picture text. And it works fine for this because it was basically more of an informational kind of zine. So it has the image and it has, you know, quite a lot of text at the bottom. So I wanted it to be quite informative. So this format works really well for this zine. But because I want it to be a storybook, I want it to be a little bit more like a kid's book. So I have a very small collection of kids books because I was really wanting to get into illustrating kids books. So I started buying them. And then I stopped because I thought I was definitely going to get a terrible addiction to buying kids books, because you're like, oh, they're only £6 or only £7, and then, you know, you buy 7 at a time. So kind of like this, where you have maybe the words kind of get bigger, or they're in different places, or like obviously it's going to have to match the story. Some of them is just like a little paragraph. So yeah, kind of like this, where we have the text maybe over the image. This one here, by the way, John Klassen, he's an illustrator. He does children's books, but his work is incredible. If you're not even into kids books, I'd definitely check him out. John Klassen, he is an inspiration, just put it that way. I mean, look at that texture. Okay, so I didn't really show you much there, but you kind of get what I mean. So that's where this comes in. So I just did this really quickly today while I was waiting for stuff to happen on my computer at work. And so basically I've kind of got all the images. Where there's a big X, it's going to be a full image, and then this is kind of like the shape. I kind of just copied it really roughly, the shape of the image, and then popped text in. So one of the examples that I have is the goat, and I'll just show you real quickly. I don't want to spoil everything, but I wanted to kind of explain what I was thinking with the text. I gotta find it. Now the goat one is actually one of my least favorite images, but I'm thinking of maybe editing a few of them that I don't like. But so the goat here, the line is in all her 8 years, Belle thought she had seen all blah 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 blah. There was the goat that ate everything, and then in my head I had kind of imagined the goat was like eating the ink, or I don't know, the page, or it was eating something, and I thought maybe the words could kind of like go at the bottom, and as it's coming up, like to say everything, like the words could look like they're about to be like eaten or half of them are gone. So I kind of want to have like a little play with that and do something kind of fun. But yeah, that's my very professional plan. And once I have all the images ready and in design, I'll probably save those out as JPEGs, put them into Procreate. And is Calligrapher, if you guys want to give it a go yourself, make a free font, something fun to like maybe change your emails up, or I don't know, send your friends something, could be kind of fun. And I think that's all I'm going to do tonight, because it's 9 o'clock, 9:04 actually, way past my bedtime. Not really, but I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll see you in the morning. Remember that one time I said I was gonna go to sleep? I lied. I thought I would do this because it's been on my mind for a while, and I didn't want to go to bed at 9. That just seems like for someone a little bit older than me, so, or a little bit younger than me. So I had this idea to do these back-in cards for my clay pins, which I've been meaning to do for ages, and I was on Etsy, as you do, and lots of the back-in cards are really cool. They're like really professional, like well done, you know, and a few of them are also kind of handmade, like these, and I really love this whole like handmade look to go with a handmade pin. I think it's really cute, so I think that's kind of where I want to take it. And no, it's not because I don't want to deal with the printer again. Why would you say that? So what I'm thinking of doing is a couple of different designs, and maybe you could help me out if you have a preferable one, or what one you think works better. So basically there's 3 ideas, and I just did them in 2 color combinations. So I chose the watermelon to begin with. So this is the first idea. It was to make the watermelon like image behind the watermelon, so I have to do that for every pin, which might be a little bit time consuming. So and then I've got like this color obviously doesn't match as close, but it's not perfect. And then the other idea, so one idea was to have the color match the main color of the pin, and then the other idea was to have the opposite color, and this yellow is actually in this watermelon pin, but it is kind of also an opposite color too, and I think I'm really going for the opposite color. I think it helps the pin like pop. So that's the first idea, and this is kind of arbitrary what I was going to say on here. I'm not sure, maybe it will say watermelon by monkeymintaka, or maybe it will say handmade watermelon, maybe it will just, I don't know, say pin. Maybe it would just say buy this. I don't know. And then, so that was the first idea, number 1. The second idea was just to have like a circle of color, like very easy and simple, with maybe some little like highlights from the pencil here. And I thought it would be really cute if it was like a little surprise where they picked the pin up and it was a little face, or maybe it says like thank you for buying, or I don't know, there's like a little like hidden secret behind the watermelon or whatever pin. I thought that would be pretty cute. So that's, yeah, on the pink and on the yellow, or whatever colour, you know, opposite and complementary and analogous, is that the word? And then this is the last one. So really simple, just like a square of colour, and I thought you could kind of take some of the design from the pin and put it into the background. So it's a little bit busy, this one. I'm not sure if I like that one. So like some of the other ideas, you could have like the smoke coming off of the cup onto the background, or you could have like little bits of the vegetables from the pizza, or you could have maybe I don't know, dots or pips from the orange or something. So those are kind of like the ideas. So those are my 3 ideas I have just now. I might come up with some more as the days go on, but I just kind of wanted to start something because it's easier to start with something than with a blank page. So yeah, that's my plan. Let me know if you guys have a preference, what one you like best. I think at the moment I'm probably going just with the circle one because it just seems the most simple. I quite like this one too, because when you pick it up you have like a tiny little picture there. I thought that was cute too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because that would be helpful. Don't mind me, I'm just washing my brush. Ta-da! It's Saturday morning now. I don't know what time it is. Got a watch here, I just have 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. I've been up for 3 hours or so, and excuse my hair, sorry, I just had a shower. It's quite wet, but at least you know I'm clean. I have been working on my backing pins, so I decided to try to use the Cricut, because the Cricut is a cutting machine, would you know, and to cut out some like more professional kind of ones. So I got this here. How do people do this? Oh, there it goes. Oh wow, tricky. Okay, so you can see I've got my my name, I printed out, and by monkeymintaka at the bottom. Only problem is it's really little, so compared to this it's pretty small. Now the problem is with the Cricut is that the Cricut is, you can see it kind of doesn't use the entire page, so it has like a border and then it cuts it out here. So this obviously wastes a bit of paper, let's be fair. But if I want it to be a little bit more professional, I might try and do this, because I'm not going to do that many clay pins, am I? So what I'm thinking is, this is so awkward holding it up. I'll just take the camera down, that might be easier. So you're on my desk now, brilliant. All right, so what? Such a weird angle. Okay, I can't tell what's real anymore. Okay, so this is the Cricut mat, and then this is the size of the regular ones. So basically what I'm going to do is, instead of using this measurement, I'm going to kind of just kind of estimate. So instead of having 4 in this space, I'm going to have 3. And if it's a bit longer, I think that's okay, because then I have more space to put like handmade and whatever is going to be on there. So I'm going to do that, and then how many across? I think it's still 3 across, roughly. So they're a little bit bigger, but yeah. So I'm going to do 3 by 3, and we'll see if that works. It'll be a bit skinnier and a bit longer. And if that doesn't work, I'll just go back to using the old cutting by hand method. But I might print it, because I do think, wait, where did I put them? Because I do think that the handmade written here is quite nice. I just might make the text a little bit bigger. Because another thing I was thinking is printing out. So I think I've decided I kind of like the circle one here, because it's like, it's nice and simple. But I don't want to print it, because you're not going to get this bright, these awesome colors with the print. So I might just still do it handmade, but then hopefully printing the words and also having it cut with some nice rounded corners will still make it look polished. So that's kind of my hope. It's now 6 p.m. in the evening. I have my light in here because the light in the office is so bad, so I hope it's not blowing out too much. But I have been extremely busy making these cat stickers, and I'm so happy with them. They are like, I'm pretty sure the cutest things I've seen all day. And yes, I made them, so that's a little bit toot my own horn, but I don't care. I'm gonna toot away. Look at this one, it's so cute. So I made all these. I had no problems with the Cricut. It was amazing. It's like my best friend now, apart from this one, which you can see there's more of them, and that's because they didn't cut very well the first time. Focus. Okay, so they didn't cut out very well the first time. You can see they're a little bit skeweth, and that's because on the printer setting, I need to set my printer to borderless. And if I set it to borderless, I have absolutely no problem when I'm doing like a regular A4 print. They all come out perfectly. So I'm just like really happy right now. I'm just really happy. And while I was printing and cutting, I was working on my zine. So going from my very professional layout guide here, I was just going through the images and changing them and what, you know. So this is like a double page spread right here. So I'm going to show you a little example of what I changed. It's just little minor things, because I've already done like all the major stuff. So this one here on Belle, for example, this is the original, and the one thing that really annoyed me were these glasses right here, how it was wonky. So all I did is just change the glasses and made them round. I know, amazing, huh? So that's all I've been doing. I'm page 14 and 15 out of 36, so I still got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I've been really busy, so I'm gonna have a break now and draw. Hi, I just thought I'd pop in again so you know I'm still here. I literally just spoke to you 2 seconds ago in the office, but I'm in my bedroom now / the art studio, and I'm not gonna draw actually. Sorry, I was trying to find a good angle. There's never a good angle, is there? I'm not gonna draw. I'm going to do these backing cards. So I printed them out again. They're a little bit wider, not much, like literally 2 millimeters. So I'm gonna do these with paint, and then hopefully draw tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna draw tonight because we're watching a movie, so I might be tired afterwards. But yeah, let's I'll probably just have a wee chat with you, I think, while I'm drawing, because there's stuff to talk about and chatting is fun, isn't it? Let's move over. Okay, you got a nice wide angle there. You can see what I'm doing. Alright, so Martin laughed when I said, oh, by the way, I'm keeping all my pins in this box here. Very professional, I know. Martin laughed when I said I was gonna have a break and do art, because he seems to think that art is working as well, but he doesn't realize that art is fun and it's relaxing and therapeutic. So these are all my pins. I'm just gonna lay them out so I can kind of see how many colors I need. I'm still not sure on the backing that I'm gonna go with, but it's so easy to do those little backing pins now that I've got it set up, and it doesn't use any ink at all. It literally just uses a tiny bit of ink for my name and stuff. So this is kind of like another little practice just to see what I like. Also because I have been saying for literally weeks, if you guys have been watching my vlogs from the last couple of weeks, I've been saying that I'm going to do this, and you might know I made these pins like 2 months ago, maybe even 3, I can't remember, but it was a long time ago, and I still have a lot more pins I want to make, different options. So I'm hoping to do it before I open my Etsy shop, and at this point my Etsy shop's going to be open like 2025, so I have all the time in the world. Anyway, these are my pins, these are my backing cards, and I think I'm just gonna do the old circle or a square, depending on what it is. Like if this is a circle, it might be nice to kind of paint like the entire thing, I'm not sure. Another thing, Martin actually gave me the idea, is to use like negative circles, so I could paint around and then literally just have like a negative space on the outside. The only problem is I have printed out now, so the paint might go over it, because if not, what I can do is I can just paint it before it's printed. Is that a thing? Can you do that? I'm not sure. Alright, anyway, enough talking, let's get painting. Let's start first with the watermelons, because I did those yesterday. So I'm wondering what's a good background colour for the watermelon. Maybe, because this is going to be a practice one, I can literally just do 4 different colours. So maybe the blue might be nice, like super opposite colour. And then I really liked the lime green. Where is it? This here, lime green. I think another one might be nice is maybe like a mint. I don't know, maybe this crazy opera. And I might do one as a circle, one as a negative circle, one as a square, and then one as a bunny. No, that would be weird. So I'm being really lazy with this. I'm not even gonna put it onto a plate because I don't want to waste anything. I'm just gonna put it onto the paintbrush and hope that I don't squeeze out too much. Okay, it's 6:23. At 6:30 I'm gonna go and order pizza, because we are having pizza for dinner tonight and I'm extremely excited. We're gonna go watch, oh see, this is what happens when you squeeze too hard. We're gonna have Papa John's, and we're gonna watch Dunkirk, because Dunkirk just came out on Netflix in the UK, and after watching 1917 the other day, super in the mood for more World War I action, which I know sounds kind of weird, but I've heard it's a really good film, and I just love movie night. We used to do it every month. No, actually we used to do it every week. So this was 2 years ago, because I love movies a lot, and Martin hasn't really seen many movies, and I kept referencing all these movies, movie quotes, and you know, just referencing things that he didn't get. And he hasn't seen movies like classic movies, you know. So I had this thing that we were going to watch one movie a week, and we called it Monday movie night, because everyone knows Monday is the worst day of the week. So I wanted to make Monday a little bit fun, and then every Monday we would watch a movie and either get like a takeaway or would have something a little bit naughty at home. So that's what we did, and we did it almost for the year. We probably did it like 7 months, and then I got a little bit bored of doing it, so we stopped. Oh, you know what? I think the ink from the printer is being washed off with this paint. I think this circle might be a little bit too small. Only time will tell. What was I saying? Monday movie night. So yeah, we're gonna just watch a movie tonight and have some pizza. And I am gonna try from Monday to be a little bit healthier and eat more whole foods, you know, more fruits and vegetables and less junk food, because I would like to see if I can lose a little bit of weight to help me with general life and also running and stuff. That's one thing that I'm gonna do, start trying to eat a bit better. And then another thing is, if you watched last week, you saw that I fell off the run every day streak. So definitely need to get back into running. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow actually. Gonna see my friend tomorrow, who I haven't seen for about maybe 2 weeks. She's been sick. She had a chest infection, and she is one of my main like running friends when I'm not running with the club. And because she's had a chest infection, she'll be a little bit slower, which is awesome because she's normally faster, so I'm normally like running to keep up with her. That'll be nice tomorrow. And then also today I signed up for a 10k in May, and I really want this year to try and get a little bit faster with running, so increase my pace. So last year I did a 10k in 1 hour 1 minute and 33 seconds, which is the fastest I've run it since I used to run a few years ago. And I was running really fast. Well, not really fast, but you know, fastish, just like averagely fast. And also my friend who I'm seeing tomorrow, she's the one who got me to sign up for the ultra that I did last year, and that was crazy. I was running really long distances last year. I did 3 marathons and an ultra marathon, and I was doing lots of slow long runs at the weekend, like up to 18 miles. So I was running really slow but really long, and this year I want to run a little bit faster and a little bit shorter, well, a lot shorter really. But she managed to convince me to sign up for this thing called Endure 24, and Endure 24 is a 24-hour running event where you can either go alone or you can go in groups. So we're going to go in a group, and basically you do laps. So you camp out, you have a tent, like a group of tents or whatever, I don't know, I've never been before, and you take it in turns to do 5 mile laps. So I'm not sure how many people in the group that we're going to go in. I think probably it's about to be about 6 to 8 people, which means I would do a 5 mile loop, and then I'd come back and wait for everyone else to do their loop, which might be, you know, 5-ish hours, depending on how fast everyone is, and then you run again. So you're not running continuously, but I guess you'd have to kind of like be alert when it was your time to run, and everyone probably would have to do a middle of the night run. But I've heard it's really a lot of fun, so that could be good. It is a bit expensive, but it is for running, so it's not like I'm buying a pair of Doc Martens or something, you know, which, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Doc Martens are awesome. I tried them on once and they made my feet look massive. Anyway, enough talking about Doc Martens. So look, I'm not quite sure if this one's going to work, to be honest, because I think the card is too small to have that negative circle effect, but we would try it anyway. I'm going to wait for them to dry, and I'm going to go order my pizza now. Yay! It's been half an hour and they've only just put it in the oven. Come on, Papa John's, get your act together. Hello, dinner. Hi everyone, it's Sunday today. I feel like I'm like a living calendar. Every day I just tell you the day, and that's what I do, and the time. It's about 3 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm just now in the art studio. I got up this morning and I cooked a whole bunch of stuff for the week so I could be lazy during the week and not cook. And I went for a run with my friends, which was really nice. I think I told you that I fell off the run streak a couple of weeks ago, like 12 days ago. And I haven't run since then, so I wasn't really looking forward to it. I said twice that I didn't want to go in the morning, but I went, and it kind of reminded me why I love running. Just kind of getting out there with my friends and having some fun, jumping in the puddles and saying hi to dogs and stuff. So yeah, I'm a bit tired now because it was like, it was about 4.7 miles I think, so I haven't run that long for a while. Sorry, I just saw one of my plants fall over. Then came home, had lunch and watched Westworld season 2. Only got a couple more episodes, but I was meant to take the DVD back to the library yesterday, so someone's gonna get a fine. It's me, I'm gonna get the fine. So, oh well, never mind, it's worth it, right? It's like £3 and you get it for a week, so another £3, it's like £6 to watch the entire season in a couple of weeks. I think that's pretty good. So, use your library, guys, if you don't have one. It's awesome. They have books there too. Did you know that? It's so good. Okay, so right now I'm really not in like an energetic mood. I'm really tired actually, but I'm gonna try and do some drawing and stuff. I'm not gonna do a video tomorrow. There may be a video, I don't know. I could surprise you, I could do one, but I'm right now, as of right now, 3 PM Sunday, I'm not planning on doing the video just because I'm tired. And I did mention yesterday I was thinking of taking a break every week, like every other week, and not doing it every other week. So I think I'm gonna do that starting from tomorrow. So right now I've got all these little things. It's not very bright, isn't it? My word. All these backing cards, and I'm gonna have a little photo shoot, so to see which colours I like and kind of shapes and stuff. But I will wait to make the final ones because I am interested to see your guys' thoughts on that. But yeah, a little photo shoot, and then I think I'm gonna do some doodling in my sketchbook. This is what my desk looks like right now. I love a messy desk. It makes me so happy because it just looks like I've been working lots. Right, let's start the photo shoot. Are you guys ready? I hope you've done your warm-up expressions. I want to see blue steel. Yes, darling, the camera loves you. Work it, and pose, 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 pose. Now smize, and that's a wrap. Well, I just remembered it was February, so I started my February spread in my bullet journal. And a couple of things I have taken from my January spread is, number one, I'm not very good at tracking. So these are all the things that I was going to try and track. I mean, some of the stuff I didn't even do, like run every day, yoga every day, I stopped on like the 21st. Then other things like Instagram, reading and stuff, I just kind of stopped tracking. So I definitely need to get better at that. Another thing is I actually didn't even look at these top 3. They're like my top 3 goals I wanted to do in January, and I didn't even like look back at them. I kind of forgot about them. And yeah, I didn't really come to this page at all. So I put a little bit of washi tape there, and alright, so basically for February I've done exactly the same. I put my calendar here. I haven't filled anything out apart from I've got some time off work, yay, and then it's my and Martin's anniversary, so we're gonna have the dinner that night. And then I've got my top 3 again. So I was trying to think about what I want to do this month. So I want to finish my monkeymintaka website, which I'm doing kind of like in the background. It's gonna upgrade it to WordPress.com, I think, instead of what it is now. And that's basically so I can start blogging again, because I haven't done that, and also just so I can have like a better portfolio of my work and stuff. And then I want to finish Etsy products this month, which will also include writing down actually a proper list, so I stop making stuff at some point and start taking photos and posting stuff. And I also want to do a mileage goal. So instead of running a certain number of days, I'm going to try and run 50 miles over the next 29 days, which will be doable if I continue to go to my club run and park run and stuff. And then for my tracking, I am going to try and track again because I do think it's good. One of the things I'm going to start tracking is Figuary. Another, I want to try and do 10k steps a day because I think that will help, just helps in general to kind of like know how active you are during the day. Not that it's a magical number, just that you're walking. Another thing is no biscuits, because at work we have a biscuit cupboard and it's like my biggest downfall. Sometimes you don't even realize how many biscuits you've had. You just kind of like, every time you're walking downstairs and you see the biscuit cupboard, you're like, oh, I have a biscuit. So no biscuits. And then I was only gonna do 3 things to track, but I accidentally made a 4 wide column, so then I put tracking down as something to track, so that'd be interesting. And it's got a notes section there and a photo of the month. So that is my February spread done. Hopefully I will use it a little bit more. And doing that, I realized it was February, and I haven't started Figuary yet. So I'm going to start with day 1 here, and I'm going to do both of these now. So first I'm going to go to Love Life Drawing, do their little video, and then I think that should take me onto Croquis Cafe and then do the actual drawing practice. So instead of doodling, I'm going to do some naked people. Oh yeah. So that's the first Figuary done. Very rusty. I haven't actually drawn any life drawing since last February, so it's been a year. And some of these poses were a little bit tricky, but this one is okay if you kind of like crop out this leg, which is foreshortened. It's the devil foreshortening. Look at this foot here. But yeah, so that's day 1. Now I'm going to move on to day 2. Figuary day 2 is done. I'm just drawing over the poses because they're just like practice poses, and I think it's kind of fun when they all kind of like meld into one another. So some 1-minute drawings, 2-minute ones. I really like this one here. Her head's tiny, and I like the back of this, like how the back came out. And then the 5-minute pose. Then the 5-minute pose, which I always think is the worst one. I don't know why, but anyway, that's Figuary done. So I don't think I'm going to doodle. It's 5 o'clock. I might just go watch some telly and draw on my iPad. That's a good idea. It's Wednesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah. So it's Tuesday, and I just did Figuary. This is from day 3, the 15-second poses challenge. It's very challenging. And then moving on to 45 seconds, no, 30 seconds and 45, and then a minute. And I think yeah, the last one was just 2 minutes, or maybe it was 5 minutes, I can't remember. I do like adding little things to my drawings though, it makes me laugh. But today's one was a dude, and it was very difficult. I did a little film for you, not including the sound, because you would have heard me sighing and swearing quite a bit. But he was kind of like 0% body fat. It was almost an anatomical model from a textbook, but just like foreshortened and twisted up. So I didn't really enjoy it, actually. I think even on the last pose I just like did it in 4 minutes instead of 5 just to finish. Didn't enjoy it, wasn't fun. I hope that we get another girl tomorrow because I like girls, they're easy. Anyway, these are sketches, so literally had no idea what I was doing. Every single pose was like difficult. I mean, what's up with this one? Anyway, that's Figuary done. It's about 9 o'clock now. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing anything else tonight. And I also spent a couple of hours tonight doing my images for the zine. So you can see here they've all been edited. Some of them just little tweaks, and then I put them onto double page spread. So these are all of the images, and what I'm going to do now is take them into Procreate. Well, not right now, but my next step is to take them into Procreate and do the words on them. So that'll be pretty cool. This one here was the one that I really didn't like the most because it was very messy, but I've actually gone in and I've cleaned up all the lines, so you can see like all the lines. It's like the bear is pink and then outside is grey. So I basically tidied it all up so that it wasn't like going into each other, like into each other. Yes, that's the one I did the most work on, and then some of them I just kind of like resized so it covers the entire image and just kind of trimmed it a little bit. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to take it into Procreate and figure out where all the words are going to go. And then on this little page, this is the end page, I've added in the little bird here. That's Baguette, the bird, and then a little backpack at the bottom. So I thought that was pretty cute. But yeah, that's my next step. Also, I've moved on to guinea pigs and little animals for the next step in Procreate. And I did this little guinea pig at the weekend, and I think it's like the cutest thing ever. I showed it to Liz from Liz VR, and she pointed out that this part here looks like a butt. And now I can't unsee a butt on the guinea pig's back. But it's not, it's hair. And I did try and delete it, but it looked weird. So now when you see this guinea pig, you're just gonna see a big old butt. It's Thursday night and I'm going to upload the video in a minute, but I have to say goodbye because I haven't. It's Thursday night. Did I say that? I did run in tonight. I ran 5 miles and a bit. It was quite tough because I ran quite fast with some faster friends that run. I had dinner, really good dinner, thanks Martin, he cooked risotto, and I'm quite tired now, so I'm probably just gonna upload the video and then I might just get in bed and have an early night. But I did actually do some work yesterday. I worked for a couple of hours, didn't film anything because I was just chilling and watching like videos and stuff, but I'll give you a sneak peek and you'll probably see some of it on next week's vlog. So I was busy making some more clay pins. I've used up all of my clay now. It's all gone. It was this clay. If you haven't seen it before, it's the Hobbycraft white clay. The only problem is I think I may have done these too thin. Like this one is really it's really wobbly. Some of them turned out okay. Like these ones turned out okay. So I'll just go through them one by one really and see what they're like. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those. I just got super excited doing my backing pins, so I wanted to make some more clay pins. So that's all for this week. I hope that you enjoyed the vlog. As usual, I can't actually remember what I did, but you probably guessing from these vlogs that they're more kind of like weekend based, because that's when I have most of my free time, because I work full-time, and then in the evenings I don't have much time or energy, so I do try and cram quite a lot in at the weekends. So I hope that you get like good value for money even though these videos are free. Anyway, that's all. I'm gonna go now, so I hope you have a lovely week, and I will hopefully be back on Monday for a video, so I should see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.